I'm out here hiking Saturday morning, met with my buddy Sean, and we were both already on X watching Candace Owens and Ian Carroll. Literally watching the same video of him talk about Candace, and we just hiked for an hour or so, and we're listening to her. And so I'm just going to respond to this. I think Candace Owens is a great person, super smart, super funny, super witty. So is Ian Carroll. And I think all the investigations they do and the things that they research are really helpful to society. And they're coming from what they do from a place of really trying to make the world a better place. And we really should have open debate about everything. That said, this whole RFK Jr. thing with, there's these women and people at events and he's with women, and if this is going on, there's this writer over here that, attacked Candace Owens and, Rabbi Shmuley, who is a demon. And I don't like the fact that Kennedy sits there and says nice things about him. It's ridiculous. So you do have to ask what's going on there. But Kennedy's always supported Israel. And me personally, I don't like the whole Palestinian thing and Iran and Hezbollah, and I also don't like the stuff Israel's doing. Israel clearly stood down on October 7th. You know me, I don't think that's the biggest problem in the world. I spent some of my time on it, but millions dead in Ukraine, Europe, the UK and France openly sending troops now to fight Russia. And Putin saying it'll be a bloodbath, we're ready for total war. That's getting about 1% of the coverage of just this total Israel obsession. So from my perspective, I'm just so sick of being on air 30 years and people always being obsessed with Israel, the Christian Zionists that just worship it and think it can do no wrong no matter who's in charge there, the other side that just thinks everything's run by Jews. I'm just freaking tired of it, okay? I get attacked by the Israel lobby, I get attacked by the Nazis, I just can't stand any of it. What I'm into is policy and real results. The fruits of the tree, as Christ said. I'm a Christian. And if you look at what RFK Jr. is doing, they killed the new COVID shot rollout. They just fired that guy at HHS that was trying to block stuff. They've already put the notice in that all the thousands of chemicals that are in foods that have this grandfather clause that they can be poisonous and deadly and addictive, and there's no testing or no rules, that's being taken out. And they're all starting to pull the garbage out, the poison dyes, all of it. They're going after aspartame. They're going after all the GMO stuff. I mean, this is a real revolution. RFK Jr. has been doing this for decade after decade after decade and targeting real environmental crises, cleaning up toxic waste spills, stuff that actually matters. So I'm going to say this right now. Kennedys are famous for their zest. I got my own zest, and I've never been, somebody that sits there and lies and says that I haven't, enjoyed some females in my time, though I'm married and all the rest of it, and I'm a good guy. Currently, the point is that King David had his best friend killed because he was lusting after his wife, and then he repented to God over it, and God said, "You're a man of my own heart," because he really was upset about what he did and turned it around. So if you look at RFK Jr., I don't care if his wife's okay with it, if he's been with 20 chicks, okay, in the last couple of years, okay, as long as it's consensual. I don't care. I'm not saying it's morally the best thing. I personally have not done stuff like that, but when I was younger and stuff, I was wild. So, but I understand the mindset. And if you think the Kennedys, who are famous for their prowess and for their drive, but you also see in life, in other aspects, if you think that's the reason to have some big scandal, even if it's true, and to do all of this and then let them continue with the poison shots and the GMO and all the additives and stuff, it's bullshit. So I am not saying Candace shouldn't cover this and Ian shouldn't cover it, but man, I just listened to an hour plus of this stuff. And Ian's like, well, this isn't really just girl stuff, yeah, it is. I mean, this lady attacked Candace, sneaking around, take out his husband, take a shot, all that's bullshit. That stuff happens to be in my family all the time. I just ignore it. I don't even read it because it's always BS. And they're jealous of Candace because she's smart and funny and witty and just hilarious. All of it was great. So it was very entertaining. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, people ask why I don't get involved in all this stuff. And it's because I am really about policy, controlling the border, finding the hundreds of thousands of missing kids, getting the real Epstein files out that they've now gotten and are being distributed to all the FBI offices around the country. That's confirmed from my sources directly. I really want to stop these people. I want to stop the whole system. And Trump and Elon and RFK Jr. are making the cleanest, biggest move at that right now. And it's like when everybody's about to turn on Trump, when the Grab by the Pussy clip came out. It was just him joking around. And I just said, no, Trump's never said he's some big fake, super Christian. He believes in God. He loves God. He's just joking around. And I went on air to all the mainline Christians and I said, don't turn your back on Trump. He's not a hypocrite. and they got that. And Roger Stone's on record that helped turn the tide of people just saying, drop this, okay? Drop it. Trump never said he wasn't a playboy. RFK Jr. is a freaking playboy, okay? And look at all the kids he's got. He loves kids. He loves life. Look at Elon, 15 kids. People are like, that's not very Christian. Folks, he wants more kids. He wants more people. The globalists want less kids. So should it be in marriage? Is that better for kids overall? Yeah, but it's also better than being aborted to have people that are pro-life just in general. So get your priorities straight. Get the beam out of your eyes before you get the speck out of RFK Jr.'s. And again, that's not a message to Ian Carroll or Candace. I'm saying just everybody in general. Fine, spend 10% of your time on defending yourselves and all this speculation and all this crap about these nobody writers. And then let's spend 9% trying to stop the war in Ukraine, the nation of the whole world, and 5%, 10% on Gaza. But meanwhile, the UN's murdering Africans in the Congo en masse. The left is allied with the Palestinians. It doesn't mean I'm against them either. I'm just saying it's part of a dialectic to take all our time and all our energy. And that's why Israel got caught in the 50s and 60s all over Europe, Spain, and the Middle East, bombing synagogues and blaming it on outside groups to make Jews move to Israel. The more you attack Israel, the stronger it gets, because the cult that runs it manipulates and controls the white supremacists and all the groups that then come in, not all of them. So there's a bigger dialectic here, and there's good people in Israel too. Most of them hate Netanyahu over there. So it's very sophisticated, but I think most of this stuff about RFK's bullshit, and if it's all true, I don't care as long as, it's not raping people or something. And of course, that's never been even alleged. The women are throwing themselves at him. Give me a break, folks. Same thing with Elon, all of it. And so that's where I'm at. And I just think people really need to focus on trying to stop nuclear war and trying to stabilize the economy and bring jobs back and all that, because that's really, really what matters here. And again, it's just very frustrating. So now I have weighed in on the whole RFK Jr. gossip stuff to just say, I get Candace defending herself from this woman. That's clear. That's real. Coming after her, hit pieces, clean shots, making up crap. That's terrible. Never even heard of this person. Who gives a shit? And Candace is right. They're all up there in their tuxedos and their red carpets. That's their God trying to be up there. You don't see me trying to be up in D.C. or Mar-a-Lago, though I've been invited. I'm not saying it's bad, people that go in general, but those are the worst of it is. You don't see me trying to be part of the system. I want my own independent ideas that I promote that other people agree with, and that we collectively work towards a type 2 civilization, a type 1 civilization, an expansion of human consciousness and will in God's plan. Follow me on Next Real Alex Jones. Got a bunch of special reports coming out today. When I'm done hiking about an hour, I'm going to go work for a few hours and go back and see my family. But I love you all. Please follow me right here on Next Real Alex Jones. And Sean, where do they follow you?
At Sean B. Jones.
John, you want to make a comment on that? We just spent a lot of time listening to this. What was you saying?
Well,
and were we both listening to it? We pulled up?
Yeah.
You didn't even know that.
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to a big hook in that. And I just heard an hour-long rant about personal drama and personal beef that they're having with each other. I still love what RFK is doing with the Maha movement, and I think Alex is right. We need to focus on things that truly matter and things that we can affect, not personal beef between different people.